So boom, so we talked about the corporate trap. So what about for our college trappers, those who like taking a shot? We come from a different era. They're taking a shot in the college trap. They may or may not get a career somewhere. They don't know how it's going to fall when they're done with college. But what can they do as opposed to just rack up these liabilities? Because wealth is the abundance of assets supersede liabilities. So what can they? So what can they do to start racking up on more assets so they just not accumulating student loan debt and liabilities? How can our college folks beat the college trap?
So I think for me, when it comes to college, I think that's the raw. So I was in prison from 16 to 26. So, I didn't get those college years. But I think during that time, that's your most bravest time, right? I think that should be the time where you should be saying, you should be putting a blueprint together for your life, right? Don't even go into the college trap with the mindset of this degree is going to save my life, right? Take your own life into your own hands and say, you know what? The degree may be something, but I'm going to grab the bull by the horns, right? I'm going to grab the bull by the horns and leverage the knowledge that I have, right? I'm going to make the networks right here. That's what the college is. It should be the networking game. It should be the game where you see people, like you meet people in economics, you meet this person, that's that person. Because the thing about life is not only is the knowledge your leverage, but the relationship equity is your leverage. You feel what I'm saying? It's the reason why it's the reason why wealthy people tend to, deal with wealthy people. Is not the money plays. It's the plays where, boom, this deal just went bad. I ain't got no bread, but because my relationship equity is so good, boom, Jay, I know who this play good, man. I know Trap. Let me call Trap, because this is a good play for Trap. I know he can make this play. You know what I'm saying? Let me call Sudden Circle. I know that's the relationship equity that you need in college. So I think in college, it should be the time where you say, let me indulge in this play, right? Let me indulge in that play. Even look, people who pay student loans, there's a stock on the stock market. That company is on the market. So you can leverage yourself by investing in them. You know what I'm saying? Right. So there's multiple ways. I think in that college era, the leverage of your knowledge and the leverage of your network is what gets you out of that trap. And that's outside of real estate and stocks. I know you're gonna have something different, King, but I think in that college phase, because you haven't been dictated to one way or another yet. You haven't been, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. You're still trying to figure it out. And that's cool, right? Don't be afraid of that. So use the leverage of the people you meet and lose the leverage of your mind and say, man, look, this is what it is, especially in college, because in college, you actually see the future, right? You actually see, like if I'm already working my corporate job, then I pretty much don't see the future because I'm stuck here. I got the blinders on like a horse. Right. But in the college world, you're like a Mustang, you're like a stallion, you wide open. Right. So you see it. Everything's a go. That's where your investment goes. Your investment should go to what you see is happening in the future. Like, what do you see coming? Not now, but in that 5 years, what do you see? You probably could have saw Amazon being Amazon when you were in college. You probably saw that. That's why even Mark Zuckerberg, his network was how he started Facebook first. It was with his college friends. Bill Gates started Microsoft with his college friends. Right, so the college network is where it's at. That's the leverage right there to the game.
I think it's important for us being intentional, the kind of folks we networking with while we're in college. 100%. So a lot of times for us, we not networking up. We try to network within, network with our peer group in regards to what's cool, what's trending, who's the funnest person to hang out with. And we're not really being intentional about, who's the person most likely to succeed on this moment? Facts. Right? Facts. Who's going to be the next Zuckerberg? Who is the entrepreneurs? Who is the smart stock guy? Who is the real estate guy? So I think when it comes to our relationship equity, just like picking a stock or a real estate play, when you're looking at a real estate opportunity, you're looking at it for future equity, you're looking at the comps on the real estate. You look at the after repair value or the market value of that real estate. Facts. We got to do the same thing with our relationships. What's the comp? 100%. What's the comp of your friends? Yeah. What they worth on the market. Yeah. And I don't mean just as far as emotional support and like that kind of friend. I'm talking about when you talk about networking, associates, colleagues, alliances, us looking at what kind of value is this person potentially bringing to the world? What kind of value can I give them? But how from what I can pour into the relationship to where they are how can we grow some equity and appreciation together? That's the whole thing. Do your relationships from school appreciate, or do they depreciate?
That's it. That's what makes them valuable. That's what makes the relationship equity so good, because what happens is over time, the relationship appreciates. You know what I'm saying?
It should go up in value over time.
It should go up in value over time. It shouldn't
depreciate over time. It should you start this relationship, y'all cool, and now all of a sudden 3 years later, y'all just smoke buddies playing a game on the couch.
Yeah, that's a relationship liability right there.
That's a depreciating.
That's a depreciating. Yeah. That's a depreciating asset, man. Right. It was no good. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? And we have to see that a lot of times, and what happens is we become loyal to situations, right? And we don't, understand that for this next level of my life, if this relationship can't bridge that gap, then it is no longer a relationship that I need to be attached to in that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In that way. I'm not saying just don't rock with them, but I'm saying in that way, if it doesn't bridge the gap from me to the next level, then it's not somebody that I need to be heavy on the phone with, or heavy, you know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't be a priority. It shouldn't be
the focus of. And we shouldn't feel bad about not having that relationship either. Because
at the end of the day, it only stagnates you. And this is your only one life. Like, we don't get no redos that we know of.
No.
So if you holding on a bad weight, if you hoarding a distressed asset and it's not doing any appreciation for you or having any future of even being able to be renovated, that's different if you could pour into a friend and they're receptible to getting poured into and they have the ability to appreciate. Yeah. But if you just got a friend, colleague, associate, and they just cool being the
homie.
Yeah, the homie. And just a regular crib, you know what I'm saying, on the market. And we ain't got no rental income from it, no appreciation from it. We can't knock it down, build something new. We can't do nothing with it. Then we got to look at other opportunities. Again, it's the opportunity cost of our time. We only get 168 hours a week.